And Ray, when you look at some of the best pitching tandems out there in Major League Baseball, we saw Steven Strasburg. He was lights out on the mound today, had a career high in strikeouts for the Nationals with 15 Ks. This comes a day after Mad Max Scherzer went 8 2/3 and struck out 13 in a 5-1 win over the Padres. So rough day, couple days for the Padres with 18 punchouts against 2 starting pitchers. So we're going to fill in the blank, and we'll go with blank and blank are the best 1-2 rotations as a punch in Major League Baseball. And I'll start it off by saying what you just saw is the right answer. I think it is Strauss. I think it is Mad Max Scherzer, simply because if you can keep Steven Strasburg healthy, which we haven't really seen in the second half, he can be as dominant as any ace in Major League Baseball. Now, he doesn't have to be the ace because Max Scherzer has taken over that role. And I think mentally for Strasburg, after covering him in his initial years in D.C., I think that's very helpful for him. So if he can just stay healthy, he's not looked at as the alpha dog. They look to Scherzer and say, you be that guy. Strauss, you be the 1A. And if you're that 1A like you were today, my goodness, do we have something potentially in a short series and certainly in a longer one as you elongate the postseason into October. I think that 1-2 punch, if they stay healthy, could be the best in baseball.
That's a great one. I think what's happening in Houston is really special right now. I mean, you've got Keuchel, who came off the DL today, gets his 8th win of the year, gets no losses. You know, hopefully this is the last time we've ever have to talk about him going and coming off the DL. McCullers has been fantastic as well. I mean, so what Houston has been able to do here in the months of April and May to this point in their pitching staff has been able to keep them, I mean, on top here in what is going to be a competitive division. And, you know, Keuchel's a guy, you know, the Nationals have a lot of offensive help and a lot of big names on offense. And really, Keuchel has kind of taken the headlines as a superstar for this Astros team. And, you know, he's back in the form that we've seen him and come to know as an outstanding pitcher and a go-to, surefire #1 starter. And the guys around him have raised their performance level as well, and McCullers is one of those guys.
I think you're right, because the Nats lineup does appear to be better right now on paper than H-Town, so those guys are actually pitching with more pressure. So to do what they're doing, you're right, it's rather astonishing, as good as they've been in the early season. Let's see if they can continue it in the second.